Hello, my name is Lee Fuller, Fullest Extent Marketing, and if you are a coach, a business owner, produce products, a retailer, then this simple concept will help you make a lot of money. All right, so make sure you pay attention. The concept we're talking about today is consumption. That's right, consumption. Consumption is the ability or getting people to consume or use or completely exhaust your product, right? Now, why is it important that people consume your product? Well, consumption leads to conversion. Consumption leads to conversion. And what I mean by that is, in order for a person to get the most benefit from your product or service, they've got to use it. How many times have you seen where a person bought a product and didn't get the result, and when questioned why you think they didn't get the result, it's because they don't use it, right? So we've got to, as business owners and marketers, we have to get people to consume our information, consume our product. Well, yeah, duh, Lee, everybody knows that. How do I do that? Well, pay attention, because I'm going to give you 3 ways in order to promote the consumption, all right? So the first way to promote consumption is with direction. All right. I am sorry about my writing, but it's direction. So let me give you an offline example. So if you ever see the shampoos and different body washes or whatever. So let's say for instance, this one here. I went into my wife's shower thing, but anyway, the directions say apply generously into a rich lather, right? So why should we apply it generously? Well, because if you apply it generously into a rich lather and indulge, you're going to use more of it. And once you use more of it, you have to go back and get some more. Okay? So in your directions that's on your product, directions on your product to get people to consume it. Another reason we want people to consume our product is because you make more money by selling to the same people, selling more to the same person. So give them the directions to consume the product. Long time ago, rinse and repeat, right? And the shampoo industry blew up because people were rinsing and repeating. So they were consuming more of the product and thus buying more. How does this work online? Well, sometimes you'll send a free report or that type of thing. Well, in your email follow-up, you need to give the directions that, hey, when you read through your product, when you read through this ebook, on page 14, you will see this. Or on page 5, you will see this. What does this do? It gives them the direction to consume the product, because more than likely, if they don't consume your free report or whatever, then they're not really moving their way through the sequence. All right. So first thing is direction. Give them the direction to consume your product. The next thing we want to give them is a demo. A demo. So we can get people to consume our product by giving them a demonstration. So I went to the dentist, right? And when I went to the dentist, because I figured I'll be doing videos, so I had to get my mouth right. But when I went to the dentist, she was like, hey, are you brushing your teeth, blah, 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 blah. And she said, when you brush your teeth, you really only need about a teaspoon, about this much toothpaste on your toothbrush. Because, when you start brushing, it'll lather up and, yada, yada, yada. But if you've ever seen a demonstration of how to brush your teeth on television, or if you've ever seen a commercial or an ad, it's always completely full. You know why? Because I will run out of toothpaste a lot faster if I have a full set, right? So they demonstrate how much to put on it, even though on the directions it says use a tea size, right? So they're forcing consumption by demonstration. Now online, how do we do that online? Well, online we can promote demonstration by giving a worksheet, right? So if you say, hey, here is an example of what this worksheet should look like, or here's an example of how to complete this product, how to complete this exercise. That demonstration can be used to promote consumption, because we know that the more we can promote consumption, the more likely that they're going to benefit from our product and go deeper into our sales funnel. And lastly, real quick, the third way to demonstrate or to promote consumption is a deadline. That's right, a deadline. So the milk company, they knew this. They've been doing this for years, right? We know that even if your milk isn't completely done, you look at the label. It's past the deadline. You pour it out, right? Or maybe you might do that. No, let me pour it out, right? So putting a deadline helps people consume your product, right? And once they consume it or get rid of it, then they have to get another one. So online, we see this a lot with webinars. So if you have a webinar, you record the webinar, and there's a scarcity timer. There's a timer on it. Now, why is there a timer on this webinar? Well, because we want people to consume the webinar so that they can get the benefit of the product, right? So if we say that, hey, this webinar is coming down in 24 hours, that promotes consumption. So people will say, hey, let me go ahead and watch this webinar that I signed up for before it goes down. So we need to improve consumption, because if they consume your product, you're more likely to convert them for that product and a future one. Next, 3 ways to do it. Give them the directions how to do it, demonstrate what it looks like to consume your product, and give them a deadline so that they consume it faster. My name's Lee Fuller, Fullest Extent Media, and I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast, Fullest Extent Marketing, and we have more of these coming your way. All right, thanks.